Hey man, I get it. You wonder why I'm standing in my bathroom with my hair all jacked up, my beard messed up. Well, the same way you need to brush your hair, brush your teeth, and comb your beard to have your best day, you need to listen to DC Born Rob, get that information so you can have your best trip. Y'all take care, man.
It is March 30th, 2022, and this is the latest news update for Medellin Colombia and Colombia as a whole. Follow along.
You're watching DC Born Rob, erasing borders. And now, the news.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. My name is Rob Christian, also known as DC Born Rob. DC Rob, I answer to them all. Thank you guys for watching. Again, this is our latest news update for Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. If you ever get any benefit out of my videos, do me a favor, go down and hit the subscribe button, click the bell to be alerted of any new videos, and like. Like helps the YouTube algorithm. The more you hit like, the more people get to see the video. For everybody who takes a second and go down and hit like, this is for you.
Peace and love, eh? Orale.
That's right. Thank you guys so much. Okay, let's jump into the first story. The first one is from El Colombiano. It's entitled, Almost 14 Hours Later, the Jose Maria Cordova operates again, which means the airport is open again. It was closed. If you're not familiar why, one of the wheels blew out, I guess, upon landing. And you'll see the video right here as I read. This one says at 4:18 a.m. this Wednesday, and after almost 14 hours of announcing the closure of the airport due to the emergency of latam plane, the Jose Maria Cordova Airport announced that it resumed operations amid chaos at the air terminal due to the hundreds of passengers who were stranded. The airport operator reported that the aircraft had already been towed from the runway. The necessary inspections were carried out on the runway and guaranteed the operational safety of the next flights to be executed according to adjustments in the operational safety of the flights to be executed according to adjustments in the scheduled itineraries of the airline. It says in this report, damages report for the reopening of the airport, it indicates that 40 departure flights were canceled and 12 were delayed, while 28 arriving flights were canceled and another 48 were delayed. So again, if you're not familiar, one of the airports landed, blew out his tire, and people were stranded for hours and hours. Let's get to the next one. This has to do with Tinder again. This one is from techcrunch.com. It's entitled, Tinder rolls out an app access to background checks powered by nonprofit Garbo. You know the reason for this, right? Because of everybody who's using the dating sites outside of here and getting got. Okay, this one says, following last year's investment in the background check nonprofit Garbo, Match Group today is rolling out Garbo-powered background checks to its flagship dating app, Tinder. The offering will be made available to Tinder users through an in-app safety center, which is accessible anywhere in the app via Bluetooth Shield icon. Good luck with this. I'm sorry. I had to interject. I'm not seeing how this is. I mean, somebody tell me something different, but I'm not seeing how this is going to work. Okay, enough of me. Back to the story. In the in-app experience, will direct users to the Garbo website where they'll be able to fill in basic information about their match. The company says users typically need the match's first name and a phone number to get started. However, if Garbo can't locate a unique match, it won't return any results and instead prompt for more information like the match's age. When Garbo surfaces its results, Tinder users can choose what they want to do next. And the person's results indicated that they have a history of violence, for example, the user will be encouraged to report the match to Tinder. The company told TechCrunch it removes any accounts that have been reported for violent crimes across all match dating app brands. I hope it's not just an accusation, but anyway. Okay, the idea to offer a background check option for online daters follows a 2019 investigative report by ProPublica and Colombia Journalism Investigations, which highlighted the issue of sexual predators on match-owned dating sites. Take a look at that. I'll leave a link in the body of the description. Again, if you're in the group, you get this information already. I've already posted that in the group. And thanks to Luis for all the stories that he is pumping up in the group. Okay, next story is from El Colombiano. It says, these dietary supplements are not safe for consumption. Again, this is Medellin Colombia. It says the National Institute for Food and Drug Surveillance in viva issued a health alert to 7 dietary supplements because they do not have health registry in the Colombia. According to the regulatory authority, they do not guarantee compliance with the quality, safety, and efficacy criteria, and their real content, traceability, storage, and transport conditions are unknown either. Through the health alert, the authority recommended not acquiring and suspending the use of the following products: oil of oregano, 3,000 milligrams, DHT blocker hair formula, gorgeous collagen plus C type, and 3, apple cider vinegar diet plan, 1,800 milligrams, Super Lion's Mane mushrooms, 2,100 milligrams, and ultimate carb control white kidney bean, 600 milligram prostate herbal complex. So don't use any of those. Just take a look at the pictures and do a screenshot if you can. Next one is from El Colombiano. It's entitled Rumbas and Exhibitionists Keep Residents of El Peño Up All Night. Looks like they partying at El Peño. It says residents complain of noisy parties in various rural areas of the municipality. They also report sexual acts in full view of community. Authorities respond. Okay, this says the constant rumba and excessive noise have overwhelmed the inhabitants of this rural area of El Peño in the village of El Moro. There is an exemplary situation. This is the La Isla farm, which has already been sealed twice due to high level volume. The neighbors, in addition, complained that their balconies of their house, there's naked women are seen dancing or having sexual relations. That happens in a village where there are 65 children. They can see those scenes. That goes against their rights, compliance as a neighbor. At dawn on Sunday, at the call of the neighbors, the police went to La Isla. There were, according to the reports, about 20 people in the middle of the party. A man who identified himself as the administrator of the place was carrying a weapon without a pass, for which he was arrested. Okay, the next one again is from El Colombiano. It has to do with Guatapé, the same. Guatapé is at the limit for tourism. There's too many people going to Guatapé in El Peñol. The population triples on weekends. The main difficulty is the access from the Marinilla. Okay, it says in recent weekends, since the total reopening of the economy, it seems that the rock of Guatapé levitated and moved away from Medellin, defying the imagination of many Antiochians and the offer of tourism agents who still believe that this town is a destination maximum 2 hours from the city. This reality is that the beauty of its landscapes is attracting so many people that the access road has become slow way to cross for travelers. According to the Tourism Secretariat of Antioquia, as of June 2021, the tourist activity decimated by the pandemic for a year returned with such vigor to the municipality in the east that between Saturday and Sunday, visitors tripled its urban population of 5,950 people. So too many people going to Guatapé. You got to get out there if you haven't, though. Just go during the week, I guess. Next one again, El Colombiano. This one shows in the presidential race, all roads lead to Comuna 13. Again, you know, I'm not going to get into the politics of Colombia unless you from Colombia want to get on here and speak about it. I will let you talk. The candidates take advantage of the image of resilience of the Comuna to promote themselves. Just like you go to Comuna 13, all the politicians need to go there. This one says, everyone wants with the 13. The phrase seems to fit very well with the presidential campaigns. Last Saturday, after several days of intrigue, Federico Gutierrez uncovered his vice presidential letter, Rodrigo Lara Sanchez, in the middle of the Comuna 13, a territory already trodden by Gustavo Petro, Sergio Fajardo, Francia Marquez, and Ingrid Betancourt. Each of them has climbed the escalators and toured the independency's neighborhoods in recent months. Despite the ideological differences and even the personal attacks, the 13 seems to unite them all. The first to go to this electoral context was Petro on August of last year, while paying for the candidacy. Most recently, Fajardo moved up to 13, and January 19th, he said, "I carry this place in my heart. Many things have happened here, terror, barbarism, victims, but right here we sow hope." Next one, somehow Snoop ended up in the middle of this, and their political issues. This one again is El Colombiano. It's entitled "The Wink of Snoop Dogg to the Candidacy for Vice Presidency of France Marquez." Okay, so there's a Afro-Caribbean woman that's running for vice president. It says the singer shared a publication in which he talked about the Colombian leader. Okay, it says a publication on the social networks of American rapper Snoop Dogg hinted at his support for the campaign of the candidate of the vice presidency of Colombia, Francia Marquez. The artist, who recently performed at the historic performance of hip-hop icons at the Super Bowl halftime, uploaded a publication from a Toronto, Canada media outlet and a story on his social networks in which review Francia Marquez, the Afro-Colombian land defender who is running to be the first black vice president of Colombia. Okay, just a couple more. Stay with me. This one is from El Colombiano again. Man, they're pushing the stories out again, even ahead of Minuto 30. They captured a man who was transporting 63 migrants on a bus to Nicole. Okay, it says the migrants expected to cross almost 470 kilometers to reach Antioquia territory. And the reason they come here is because they can cross over into Panama on their journey all the way to the U.S. It is crazy what some people do to get here. It says on March 25th, at the height of the Chopin village at kilometer 39 on the road that leads to Ipiales to Pasto Degen, Interpol agents and uniformed personnel from the Traffic and Transport Directorate of the police made a stop sign at the bus. Upon boarding the vehicle, they found Omar Fernando Parque Prieto, a man who is driving 63 passengers who turned out to be foreigners. In total, the authorities found 40 Haitians, 18 Ghanaians, and 2 Cameroonians, a Cuban, a Venezuelan. None of them had permission to enter Colombia, and their destination, at least partially, was 470 kilometers away at Nicocli, Urabia, Antioquia, where they hoped to reach the border with Panama and continue in transit to the United States. Okay, get this one now. This one again is from El Colombiano. This one says the Colombian flag with a marijuana leaf, ? Candidate Luis Perez proposes in a presidential debate. Okay, it says during the debate, the presidential candidates organized by the External de Colombia University, the candidate Luis Perez Gutierrez from the Piensa en Grande movement proposed that the Colombian flag have a new symbol, a marijuana leaf. That's right. The green economy of cannabis is going to be the revolution of this country. It must be legalized in the recreational, industrial, food, and pharmaceutical fields. If cannabis gives us 3 million jobs, we must name it as the national leaf, assured the former governor of Antioquia during the block in which the legalization of industrialization of marijuana was discussed. Immediately, Perez Gutierrez took out a tricolor flag from his jacket and stated, "I would ask the Congress of Republic with respect that we change the flag." There you go. One last story. Hang on there. And this one is from Infobay for Colombia. It says, learn about the 11 new national and international air routes that began to operate in Colombia. 2 renowned airlines are betting on expanding the air market in the country. Among the new routes are Cali, Madrid, Medellin, Mexico, among others. Know the details here. Okay, it says in the last hours, Avianca and Viva Air announced that within the framework of their reactivation plan, they began to operate new national and international air routes into Colombia in order to expand their connections. In line with its goal of operating 50 new routes by 2023, Avianca announced that since last weekend, it has been connecting Cali directly nonstop with Mexico City and Madrid, Spain. Okay, it says, according to the airline, the Cali, Mexico City, Cali route will offer 8 weekly flights and 1,200 seats per week. In addition, thanks to the fact that it will be operated in the aircraft of the Airbus A320 family, whose capacity is 150 people, the route will operate on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. The Cali-Madrid-Cali route, for its part, will offer 8 weekly flights and 2,000 seats per week in double-aisle aircraft with capacity of 250 passengers. As specified by the airline, the frequency of the route would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. The airline also announced that they inaugurated another 5 air routes from Medellin to Mexico, Spain, Costa Rica, and the United States, and a national route. So there you go. There's the news up to date. Thank you for everybody who has contributed, who has donated to my channel, whether WhatsApp, whether Cash App, not WhatsApp, I'm sorry, whether Cash App, or donating through my channel page. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for everybody who is continuing to send stories. Remember, I need your stories. If you are Colombian, please, I invite you to please come on the show. Tell us your thoughts about Colombia. Tell us what you think of Americans. Tell us what you think about tourists and expats. Give us your point of view. Otherwise, we're just guessing outside of that, just assuming from our personal experiences. So join us here. Make sure if you get to Medellin, Colombia, make sure you reach out to my guy Andres to get you an airport pick up and drop off, do some of his tours. And as soon as you land and you check in and you freshen up and you get your cut, you get down to Sweet Georgia Cafe, either location, Laureles or Poblado. Gotta get there. Okay, you gotta get to Sweet Georgia Cafe. Thank you guys for watching as per usual. Be safe.
So I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you go down and hit subscribe. And definitely like. It helps that YouTube algorithm. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying?
We have a YouTube channel, like it!
Please comment and share if you liked the video. Please subscribe and kick the bell.